Hello everybody, Scott here, the Poor Prepper. Today I just want to give you an update of what I have found out about the coronavirus. I actually got online and Googled, I basically Googled, hey, when did this start? According to the internet, China on December 31st of last year let the World Health Organization know that the coronavirus was there. Now, we don't know how long it had been there before they admitted it, but it was there. Now, December 31st, that's 6 weeks ago. And right now, the way the news media is making it out, and understand, I look at this whole situation and I think the news media is blowing this way out of proportion, trying to get everybody to panic. Me, on the other hand, I'm trying to say, calm down, there's no reason to panic. The only way to solve any problem in your life is to not panic. Smart your way through problems. Now, 6 weeks ago, 6 weeks, and according to the news media, it's not getting better in China. It's not. It's just they're still going up the hill. Once they get over the hump, it's going to be downhill, and less people will be getting sick. Less and less people will be dying. The problem is, how long, time-wise, is that going to take? It's been 6 weeks already. This disease has been ramping up for 6 weeks in China. How many people have died? Honestly, the media says this many, that many, these, those. Guess what? Nobody really knows. China's not being honest with us. They're a communist country. They're a socialist communist country. They're not being honest with us. Maybe it's just trying to save face. Maybe it's trying to not look weak. Maybe it's just they don't trust the rest of the world. It doesn't matter what the reason is. What matters is they're not being honest with us. We don't know how many people have gotten sick. We don't know how many people have died. We don't. I've seen the video of the two women being dragged out of their house. What's that tell me? Okay, it looks like they're taking sick people, putting them all in one spot, much like America did with lepers back in the 18 and 1900s. They had the leper island in the Hawaiian Islands. Lo and behold, they didn't realize leprosy was a simple skin disease that's curable by penicillin. But they still forced everybody away. Go away, go away. They didn't want lepers amongst the population. You know, why? They didn't know it was curable, I suppose. But now it is curable. People know, and wow, you just don't see leprosy. But look at China. If they're dragging people out of their houses to put them in some hospital or detention camp, as I call it, they might call it a hospital. I call it a detention camp. The only reason to do that is to try to stop the spread. It's not going to work. It's still going to spread. And in the end, you're going to have people who are in that detention camp. Everybody's going to get sick, and they're going to be that much more apt to die. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the facts we have. Fact number one. It started, the World Health Organization found out about it on December 31st. It started in China. It started in the Hunan province. I can't remember the name of the province. But one little city, it's a port city, 11 million people. That's about the size of New York City. That's a lot of people in one small area. That probably didn't help. But then you have fact number 4. There are 15 cases in America. Fact number 5, 0 Americans have died in America. One American died, but he was over in China when they died. Those are the only facts we know. Everything else is speculation, and it's just the media going totally bat poop insane. Instead of calming down and trying to look at the problem, get information, and tell us what the information is, they're just panicking and trying to get us to panic. So ladies and gentlemen, calm down. There's 2 things you can do. You can panic, or you can calm down and smart your way through the problem. Now, think about this. If it were to come here in America and get just as bad as China, what are you going to do? Now, I paused right there so you can stop and think for a sec. I've already thought it out. I've got a supply of food. I can last as much as a year on my supply of food. I got a supply of water. in glass containers. I can last a while on that. If the poop were to hit the fan, I would go get a whole bunch of 5-gallon buckets, fill them up with nice pure water, and I would put them in a room, and they would be for emergency use only. I would have a water filter for the city water, because here in Tucson, Arizona, our water is very, very hard. Sometimes I say that if you take a water and throw it at somebody, you can be arrested for assault because it's so hard. Now, if you live in Tucson, get something to filter water, keep drinking the city water, and also put water aside for safety just in case, because if it were to happen here in America, at some point, city workers will go, we're done. It's not safe to go to work, we're staying home. And at that point, sooner or later, the electric grid's going to go down. Sooner or later, the water and sewer is going to stop running. That's when you're in trouble. So, ladies and gentlemen, in America, if you're truly worried about the coronavirus coming here, lay in a supply of food. If you don't have freeze-dried food, try the Bishop's Warehouse. It's a Mormon company. They're very good at helping you get a 1-year supply at a fairly decent price. Second, water. How are you going to store water? You can store water in plastic containers only so long before the plastic breaks down and starts to poison the water. Now, what you can do is get yourself a Berkey filter. Get on Amazon, look that up. A nice Berkey filter is $200-300, and it'll filter 6,000 gallons of water for each filter that you put in that Berkey filter. So you might want to get a spare. But food and water. So, ladies and gentlemen, think about what you're going to do and do it. Plan your work your plan. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.